So I got this new tool I picked up actually a while ago. This is when I first started thinking about doing a teardrop camper or square drop camper. And I watched a bunch of videos and they were using a pocket screw, I don't know what you call it. But this tool is made by Kreg. Comes with a guide, drill bit stop, the bit, comes with a bunch of screws and plugs, and actually comes with a screw bit also, so you can, or a bit to drive the screws in. But and I had to buy the clamp separate. They do make a kit, I think, that comes with a clamp and everything. I bought it separate. And so I'm gonna set it up and kind of show you how it sets up, and we're gonna try it, see how it works. All right. So on here, on the bottom, you got different numbers for the thickness of your wood. I'm using 3/4, so it's set at 3/4, but in order to change it, if you want to change it, you just kind of press that in and just slide it wherever you want. Then it pops back in place. And you do the same for the other side. So you could just slide it back and forth whatever way you want to. I'm setting mine at 3/4. And then you want to set your depth for your bit, for the thickness of the wood. There's a gauge right here, tells you the thickness. So you can see you got 1/2, 3/4, 5/8, 7/8, depending on how thick of wood you got. So what you're gonna do is take this bit, actually take this collar first, slide it on the bit, gotta loosen up the Allen. So slide the collar up. Once you got the collar on there, you take that bit and you take the tip and you shove it all the way in there. And then move this collar back a little bit, snap that in place, hold that up against it tight, and then you set this collar to whatever thickness you want is your wood. So mine's 3/4, so be a lot easier if I sit it on the table and tighten it up. But so tighten it up at 3/4. So that'll be, I just snugged it up there. I'm gonna finish tightening it up here. So that's all set. Then we got this set at 3/4. So now take my clamp, slide my clamp into there. I was just gonna buy I got all kinds of these clamps here, but I figured I'd get the one that actually fits it. Looks like it's a lot easier. So then you're gonna slide that wherever you want your hole to be. I'm making it just even with that. That's up tight. And clamp it down. So now that you got it clamped down, that's where you want your hole to be. Chuck up the drill. It's that simple. Gives you a nice pocket hole. The center point is there, so you can shove your screw in there, put it up against the board, drive your screw in, you won't see the screw then. And you got these plugs. I think that's what these plugs are for. I'm not going to use them because my wall's going to be covered. So you just take that plug, shove it in there, or tap it in, glue it in, whatever, and then your hole's actually hidden. So I mean, if you're doing cabinets or whatever and you don't want to see screws, you want to split it, it'll work pretty good. I mean, that's pretty slick actually. First time I used it, works really good. So I think I'll use it from now on, doing the rest of the camper. Great tool. It was a little pricey, I don't know, I think it was like $30-some, but hey, in the long run, it'll save you on splitting your wood and give you a nice clean finish. Then you got all these screws. I don't know if I'm gonna use this style screw or just use regular screws, but they do sell the screws too that match it, so that's it. So I'm gonna keep going on my camper. Have a great day.